Hi, my name's Corey Getz, and I'm back here having some more fun with siding like you know I like to do. So today we're here to talk about masonry flashings. And we're out here in the field, and we've got some real life examples of what a masonry flashing looks like. And even better, we have an example of an improper installation. So take a look here. This is the improper installation. I'm not exactly sure if this is a board. It looks like some wood back there, and it's been painted, and then they just butted the hardy lap siding flush against. It does not look like they used a starter. Maybe possibly it's slightly toes out, so maybe they've got a starter back there. We'll find out when we tear off, but they just butted it up against the old wood. Who knows what's going on behind there, but that's definitely an improper installation. You can also tell here they did it with the trim as well, which is really common with trim. So they didn't install any masonry flashing. The caulk is failing. You can see, look down in there, really, you can see water is going in behind the brick here because it's not installed properly. So how do we install it properly? Well, we'll show you another video later, but the main thing here is a lot of times what we like to do with our masonry flashing is bend the masonry flashing down and with a hem on the front so it's not sharp, and we bring it out past this old paint line or caulk line, so that way we can get a good clean look at the end of the project. We're also going to leave a 1/4 inch space before we actually start that siding. That's because a bit of moisture may sit on top of that flashing, and we don't want that moisture on our siding. One of the big things with hardy siding is moisture mitigation. We want to keep the water off and get it to flow away. So we'll also have a positive slope to the exterior of our flashing here, so that way the water flows downhill away from our wall. So once we reinstall this, we'll be able to show you a new video, but the main thing here is that you need a flashing in between to prevent the water. We also need to allow the siding above to be able to breathe out behind. So any water that gets behind, condensation between the house wrap and the towing of the siding in these boards, that's all gonna breathe out and come out at the bottom. That's what we're trying to do, is mitigate the moisture. So this is a perfect example of a bad installation. Please don't do this. When you do it, make sure you use a masonry flashing, back seal it down to the brick, have it go behind and underneath your moisture barrier or your house wrap, and then start your siding a 1/4 inch space above that, and don't caulk it. Leave that so the water can come out and breathe. Otherwise, you're creating a water dam. And just an additional point, do the same thing with your trim. A lot of times, the trim needs a little bit of a space here as well. And I see a lot of people, they'll just run the trim right down to the flashing. Again, it has the same installation specifications as the lap siding. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. I'll see you next time.